The hour is now, right? This is for November 30th, 2025. We start out the new liturgical year with two readings from the New Testament that apparently seem to contradict each other. Now, sometimes scripture does contradict itself, and in those cases, we have to do some digging to try to find the deeper or ultimate meaning. But actually, the two readings I'm going to talk about today come out the same if you just read them to the end. And so that's what we're going to try to do. The first reading I'll mention is the Gospel, where Matthew speaks at some length about the coming of the Son of Man, but he strongly implies that it will be at a future date. Quote, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man, using Greek future tense verbs. Now, Paul, in contrast, or apparent contrast, in our second reading, tells us that the hour is now for you to awake from sleep because our salvation is nearer now than when we first believed. Romans 13:11. So the question is Jesus' return imminent or is it somewhere off in the future? Well, read on. At the end of the passage from Matthew, Jesus reaches this conclusion, quote, you must be prepared, for at an hour you do not expect, the Son of Man will come. Matthew 24:44. We all see the point, right? Both Matthew, who is channeling Jesus, and Paul realize that the very certain but unknown timing of Christ's return necessitates that we be ready for it at all times. As Tim McGraw in the Country Music Song puts it, live each day like you're dying. Now, how do we do this? Well, that's going to be up to you, but Paul exhorts the members of the church in Rome in the year 60 AD, when he wrote that letter, to stay away from drunkenness and orgies, which I suppose would be a good start. But for us churchy types, who perhaps haven't been at an orgy lately, take a look at the psalm for today, Psalm 122. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May those who love you prosper. And because of my brothers and friends, I will say, peace be within you. We can take those verses dead literally and pray for the current city of Jerusalem and its inhabitants, and that would be fine. Or we can take the more Catholic, lowercase c, universal approach and pray for the universal church, the New Jerusalem, and its members, and that would be fine. Either one is going to do. Have a good week.